How's the tech scene, Army? Welcome to the crib. Let's go for a tour, right? So as you walk in, the first place you come to is what I like to call our gear closet, our gear shelf. We have all my tripods, light stands, sound things, and everything else. And then next to that, we have my gear shelf, right? So the OG subscribers would remember this shelf was actually in the original studio, right? And it's made a reappearance and it's come here. So looking at what we have our Joby tripod, we have our Zhiyun Crane M2, which is our gimbal. We have my main camera, which is the Sony ZV-E10. We have some action cameras, the GoPro Hero Session, the the Insta360 1X2. Then I have my DJI Osmo Pocket accessories kit. We're obviously shooting on the Osmo Pocket right now, that's why it's not on the shelf. We have my Joby phone spin mount kit, some other filming stuff, extra lenses, hot shoes, and all of those things. Underneath that, we have lighting, we have our sound. I'd like to think this is organized chaos, and then at the bottom we have our camera bags and everything else. Now, without further ado, let's get into the studio. So you guys would have seen the studio being built at basically every step of the way. And as we walk in, one of the first things I'm going to talk about is my storage here. So I actually built this shelving unit that was for the other temporary studio that we were using, which was a room inside our home. And I couldn't just leave it behind, so I found the perfect place to use this. And what we have here is we have knickknacks that we use for filming, basically these small plants, all the bits and bobs you see in B-roll shots. There's RAM, there's CPUs, all of those things just lying in here that we use, as well as additional plants and everything else. On that side, we have my actual active camera bag, and there is a lot of free space because I'm still trying to figure out what to do with this. So moving in, you obviously know the sets because you watch the sets being built, the build set, the desk set, and the podcast set. So what you notice is the fact that there isn't too much of space in this room. It's a 3x3 room, and we had to make do because obviously we have this rolling desk that's going to move around with me, and obviously I'm going to sit at the desk here, I'm going to do my reviews, and then we're going to have different backgrounds. So now the problem with this rolling desk is, where do we put it when we're not using it? Because initially when I designed the studio, I was actually meant to have a couch over there to have like a proper sit down set. But if I brought the couch in, there was no space for this, then that means I would have either had to shove it under this table or park it over here. Then there's basically no space between my desk and the couch, and it just causes more problems. So for now, let's just leave that there. Starting off with the desk set, the build set. The build set, we have our pegboard sponsored by Qurious Pegboards. Shout out to them. You can see it's more or less populated. We haven't really finished out, exactly what because we're starting out, we haven't really filmed too much of content. This is actually one of the first pieces that we're properly filming in here as a production bit. So we've just put stuff here, and then as we go about building and everything like that, then we'll sort of change this up and get a better feel as to how we would like to organize our pegboards. We have my TV. It's a Hisense TV that's like 10, 15 years old at this point, but it works. There's a whole story with the TV, but we'll save that for another time. So this set is actually meant for me to be building PCs and all of those things with it. The table is very sturdy. You can see we have a clock in the background. We have some LED lighting underneath the desk. And then I also have an HDMI cable. So basically, if I'm testing a PC or anything, I don't need to bring an extra screen. I just hook it up. It displays on the TV. With the fact that we're still building the studio, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do because I bought myself a little whiteboard to put up here so I can track, what's going on between productions. But apart just from productions, all of the bigger projects that we are working on and that sort of thing. So, it's an ongoing process. And under the desk, you can see, you don't really need to see, but It's basically storage of boxes, and besides just the boxes, it's production stuff. It's all the extra mouse mats that you don't see in when we're using. So we use them sometimes, so we have to have somewhere to store it, all the different color papers and all of those things. And believe me, I've bought a lot of the stuff to increase production value, and because just things were all over the place, I never get to use it. But now that everything is in central location, I'm hoping that we're going to be able to increase production value and use all of those things. The multiple different plants and all of those things that I've bought over the years have come into use, just populating the studio. Anyway, back to the tour, right? So that's the build set. And one of my favorite things that I have on this build set, right, is this, right? So this is, I think it's a 2009 movie called Chappie, right? It was filmed in South Africa about a robot. Well, obviously the robot uprising and all of these things, and this thing became self-aware, and he was like a child, and he had parents, and you know, he didn't want to be separated and all of those things. I bought this, and again, something that I didn't know how to use, and it's found its forever home. Coming next to that, we have our 5-tier standing shelf. 5-tier standing shelf, this is purely for aesthetics, because remember now, when my desk is over here and I'm doing a review, that's what you're going to be seeing in the background. You're going to be seeing this shelf, you're going to be seeing the desk. So that is purely for aesthetics. And then we have all of these different things on display. We have an MSI Mercedes AMG GT3, which is the limited edition car that went with the GT3 laptop that they had built, MSI had built in conjunction with Mercedes. Next to that, right, in the build video for this set, you saw the box for this Lego botanic or bonsai tree. For those of you who don't know, I am a massive Lego buff. I've bought like 3 or 4 different sets, all with the pretext that I'm going to use it for filming. So this is one that is actually bought and it's going to stay in the studio. It's a bonsai tree. I love the aesthetic of it. So it's going to stay here in the studio. And then we have bits and bobs. You can see that's just like miniatures. Here we have the knockoff JBL speaker. We have a Windows Office 97 disc there. We have the gaming shelf, which is the PS4. It's a PS4 Pro that is dead. Is it a Pro? It's a PS4 Pro, right? That is dead. And then you have our knockoff Nintendo NES from VX Gaming. Then the last 2 shelves, the bottom shelf has my FutureCo PAL book on it, and that's just like tech that I'm reviewing and stuff that just stays there. The PAL book just stays there for now. And then the bottom shelf is for like packaging and all those different things for devices that come in for review. Next to that, we have my desk set, and shout out to Vanguard PCs. Vanguard PCs were absolutely instrumental with putting this desk set together. I mean, they've virtually sponsored the desk itself and all of the peripherals that are around my desk. So quickly looking at it, the desk is the Kruger Gaming Dermis 120. So it's a 1.2 meter desk with RGB as well as I/O ports on the desk and the ability of changing our RGB. Then after that, I'm sitting on the Kruger Gaming Fusion SF, which is a gaming chair, leans back, armrests go up and down, the full 9 yards. Now, coming to my peripherals, right? As you look at my desk, it might look a little bare, and that is because my screen is no longer here, right? If you saw the build video, you would have seen the screen here. What happened was I needed to, well, Asus needed their screen back, so I had to return the screen. So I'm looking for a new screen. If there's anyone anyone watching there that wants to hook me up with a screen, you can hit me up. Yeah, but I need to replace my screen for now. And looking at my peripherals, so starting off, my keyboard is the TOC TKL, right? And this has the palm rest as well with it, so that my palms are rested while typing. And then next to that, my mouse is the Gem Plus, right? It's an absolutely lightweight a mouse for gaming because there's fast actions in it. Then we have the Solemn Voice S, which is my microphone. And then my headphones is the Viro Infra, right? All from Endorphi. And again, shout out to Vanguard PCs for hooking me up with all of this. I mean, my decorations up there, we have a staggered shelf. We have just some bits and pieces, some cool things to talk about. The Walkman on the second shelf, that's an actual working Walkman. So back in the 80s and the 90s, you would have cassettes that you would have music on. And basically, what you would do is you would have your cassette, you put it into this, and this took 2 AA batteries. You clip it to the side of your belt or waist or whatever, and you put your headphones on and you jam to your music and you move along. So no need for YouTube and headphones and AirPods and all of those things. That you had your Walkmans. Then we just have some plants. We have a PS3 controller. We have an Olympus working film camera there behind my little Texine acrylic sign. Now, moving on, like how we mentioned, right? The desk set, we do desk reviews, we film peripherals and all of those things, and we do videos at the desk. But apart from the desk, this is the main review set. So literally a desk that I sit at and we do the reviews. So if my camera woman could go to the other side, this is basically the view that you would see. So say for example, I'm reviewing something. I am reviewing the Endorphi Gem Ultralight mouse. We could review it like this. We could review it even with the desk set in the background. So this is quite adjustable in the sense, so we could move around. So that's the whole thinking behind having this moving desk, right? Now, after the moving desk, you would notice that there's this little thing here on the floor, just behind my desk. So, taking away the cutting mat, that what you see there is a little project between Texine ZA and DIY Yolandi. Back in the early days of YouTube, just before COVID, DIY Yolandi and I teamed up to do a video, and from her name, she is a female DIYer. And what we did, tech, DIY come together, we took 2 PC cases and we turned it into a coffee table, right? So unfortunately, there's no space for a coffee table and a couch for the podcast set, but what it is coming in handy for, this is the B-roll set now. So as much as I can shoot B-roll on my rolling desk, it's also easier because we have this lower desk now, or this lower piece of wood. So we can put the cutting mat, we can put the color pages down, and then we can film B-roll and unboxing on that. So that's that. And now finally, we come to the podcast set. So with the podcast set is very unique, right? Because this is meant to be a sit-down structure where we obviously will sit down, we'd have a conversation, 1 people, 2 people, 1 person, 2 people. Unfortunately, there's no couch, so we'll have to make do. So we can either pull my Kruger Gaming Fusion SF across, and we could sit here and do the whole conversation piece, even between 2 people, or I can get another roller chair in here. And I mean, even if it means bringing the desk in here and we're making it like a sit-down conversation at a desk, that's the podcast set. I mean, I had some ideas for this podcast set, but I mean, obviously space is tight. We have a big counter to be building PCs. So you win some and you lose some, I guess. But all in all, I am absolutely buzzing with the way the studio has come out. And I think the biggest thing is the fact that we've gotten an aircon in here. Because throughout the build series, you would have seen me wearing vests and it was just absolutely boiling. Because we were, apart from just it being hot in here, we were building the set in the middle of summer, so like 34, 35 degree heat, and in here it was getting even more worse. But all in all, I'm very happy with how the studio has come out. A big shout out to all of the sponsors, whether it's Vanguard PCs, whether it's Qurious Pegboards, Qurious Homeware, and all the other people that are unsung heroes. I mean, even big shout out to brands like Fujifilm, who, when I said, hey, I'm building a new studio, they were like, and I said, you know what, you got any props for me to put on this? Fujifilm were like, hey, you know what, we got a camera that you can put up there, and I mean, it's a working camera, so you can use it as well. So shout out to Fujifilm for sending me the Instax SQ1. And I mean, it's in an awesome color, and I have the ability of taking photos with it. And yeah, so shout out. But I mean, apart from all the brands, all the sponsors, I think the biggest shout out goes out to you guys, the viewers and the supporters, because I mean, without your support, this would all be nothing. And as much as it's my little form of paradise, this is everything because of you guys. Whether it's the camera that I'm shooting on, whether it's the MacBook Air M1 that I use, all of this I've been able to afford because of you guys. And looking back at the time that I've spent building the studio, if any of you are wondering what this cost, I think the cost of the studio build itself, I haven't actually been tracking it, but we should be sitting plus minus around 10,000 Rand. I mean, as much as I've done most of this myself, the wallpaper in the studio itself might be 2,000 Rand off the 10,000 Rand build. Thankfully, things like the shelves and the counters and stuff we've had lying around, so it didn't really set me back that much. But all the plugs, all these other additional things, the new lights that we put in here, all of those things had to be purchased. And I think most of the budget goes to all these fake plants that I keep buying. But yeah, a big shout out to you guys for supporting me all along, and here's to much more, much better content. So thank you very much for watching our 6 video series on the Studio 2.0 build, and you can expect much more content coming out of us. Guys, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.